911, what is the nature of your emergency today?
Hey, jackass! Are you gonna review The Guilty or not?
Actually, give me 10 minutes and I'll get right back to you on that. God, these callers sometimes. How you guys doing? My name is Zack, and I love talking cinema and all things entertainment, and as always, I really do appreciate you guys clicking on the video today, and I really hope you enjoy your stay, because this time around, we are looking at quite the hidden gem for the year 2021, Netflix's exclusive film, The Guilty. This one was directed by Antoine Fuqua, and starring the likes of the great Jake Gyllenhaal, along with the voice talent of Keough, Paul Dano, and Peter Sarsgaard. And we follow a troubled police detective demoted to 911 operator duty who scrambles to save a distressed caller during a harrowing day of revelations and reckonings. So just to get this out of the way first, Antoine Fuqua is a director that's really hit or miss for me. This is a guy that's proven to be a very versatile director. He's put out a lot of really great films in the past. Remakes like The Magnificent Seven starring Denzel Washington, which was a total blast. But then you also have boxing dramas like Southpaw, also starring Jake Gyllenhaal. God, that's a movie that nobody talks about anymore. It's so underrated. I love Southpaw. Along with Infinite from earlier this year, truly one of the greatest films ever written. Yeah, bonus points if you get that sarcasm. Infinite makes absolutely no fucking sense. And this movie is actually yet another remake that Fuqua has added to his repertoire. That's right, this version is modeled after the 2018 Danish film of the same name. And I've really seen a lot of cinephiles dig into this remake just on the basis of its existence. And I can totally understand where those people are coming from in wanting some more originality, especially from their thrillers. And not to bury the lead or anything, but that is in fact what knocks The Guilty down a few pegs for me, in the fact that this movie kind of already exists. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna give you guys a hot take at this point. There were also some cinephiles similarly who hated the idea of The Departed existing back in 2006. For those of you who don't know, The Departed is actually a remake of Infernal Affairs, another excellent foreign film. And I got news for you, The Departed turned out to be one of my favorite films of all time. So I, for one, was willing to give The Guilty a chance, and this movie could do absolutely nothing but surprise me. This is coming from someone who has never seen the 2018 Danish version, and with that said, that's exactly what The Guilty 2021 did. I think this is one of the most underrated films of the entire year. Antoine Fuqua unfortunately tested positive for COVID-19 a few days before production on this movie began, but instead of delaying, they trudged ahead with production, and he directed this whole movie basically sequestered away from the cast in a production truck, and he was basically giving his actors direction, kind of like an escape room game master drops hints on players. And with this show must go on mentality and this approach, this movie could have been a complete failure, especially with Fuqua not actually in the flesh with these actors on location with them. This really could have gone downhill super quickly. But if you watch this film and if you weren't told anything about those circumstances, you would not have noticed a difference. I just think, given those circumstances, that the filmmaking should be absolutely commended. The setup for this film is also really freaking great. This is one of the more claustrophobic thrillers I've come across in recent years. The whole film takes place in front of the computers from the 911 dispatch post. In nature, this is very similar in tone to a movie called Locke, starring Tom Hardy, which basically takes place all behind the wheel of his car. And this is such a unique approach to a big thriller like this, because a lot of the exciting is happening on the other side of the headset. The voice talent they got for this movie is absolutely staggering. Paul Dano, Peter Sarsgaard, Eli Goree from One Night in Miami makes an appearance, and especially Keough. Everyone brings it with staggeringly good performances across the board. But let's face it, guys, The Guilty is the Jake Gyllenhaal show from the very beginning. The camera is right on him for roughly 95% of this movie at the very least, and he proves once again why he is one of the most skilled actors alive. He is transfixed into this character, and he's absolutely troubled with shared custody of his young daughter, as well as some shocking given circumstances, the antecedent beat, if you will. And I dare not spoil for you the reason why he's not out there in the field as a cop anymore, but goddamn, it gives me chills just thinking about it, guys. Man, this can be a very interesting character study, and Gyllenhaal certainly is more than capable. He's certainly up for the task. He is so undeniably raw in this movie, and you feel for his character every step of the way. Now, does this mean I think this performance is his best? Not necessarily. I think Nightcrawler will always be my favorite film of his and my favorite performance of his. And why wasn't he nominated for an Oscar, you goddamn motherfucker? But yeah, he's absolutely the reason you need to watch this film. He does not leave the building. He does not leave the office. He's taking frantic calls left and right. He's trying to solve this big kidnapping mystery. He's mouthing off to other people who need help while he's trying to finish this task. It's so much incredible range he gets to play with. I can't put this performance over enough. I think this is gonna turn out to be one of the most underrated performances of the whole year. All to go along with what, in general, is a hidden gem film. I mean, aside from the fact that this movie is just a literal remake, and if you've seen the 2018 Danish film, I'm sure you're probably not missing much. But I don't think this is a movie you're gonna want to miss. It's out on Netflix right now. I strongly recommend you check it out. I'm gonna give The Guilty an A-. Don't sleep on this one, guys. And as I've alluded to, if you guys are fans of the 2018 Danish version, that is totally fine. Honestly, watching this remake makes me curious to go back and watch that version. Despite what you may think, there is no denying that this remake's version is super well acted with a very strong leading performance from Jake Gyllenhaal. It's an incredible character showcase piece for him, and this is just more proof, in case you needed more, that he is one of the best actors alive right now. But of course, this is all just my opinion. What did you guys think of The Guilty? Have you seen it yet? Have you heard of this remake before you saw this video? And I'm also curious to hear from you guys what your favorite Antoine Fuqua movie is. And let me know what your favorite Jake Gyllenhaal performance is. Is it Nightcrawler? Is it something else like Donnie Darko? Because as you know, I love discussing all things cinema and entertainment. So go ahead and make some noise down in the comments section below, and let's continue to have a further discussion, guys. Now, if these are topics you want to keep up to date with me on, then do consider hitting that big red subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. This channel is on the road to 1,000 subscribers, which I'm really hoping we can reach by the end of the year. I'm so appreciative for your guys' support so far. It's also totally free to you guys. Feel free to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. That would be absolutely tremendous. It's super beneficial in helping me get these videos out there to more people. And as always, guys, stay tuned for more exciting content hitting this channel very soon. I just ranted my brain out recently about Venom Let There Be Carnage. I'm also going to be checking out the final Daniel Craig James Bond film in No Time to Die hitting theaters this Friday. And stay tuned sometime this week for my next installment in my Halloween special this year. We're taking a look at one of my all-time favorite thrillers. I actually just got done rewatching it before I started recording this video. We're going to be looking at Misery very soon. The only Stephen King movie adaptation to ever win an Oscar. So, something's really good about it, for sure. But guys, you're the best. Again, thank you so much for your support of the channel up to this point. And with all that being said, back talk, commence.